Welcome to the Metrowoman Talk Show. Thank you for joining us today. Today we're going to look at the topic cheating. Now, people who have been cheated on have reported a devastating range of emotions, ranging from inadequacies to embarrassment, and the list just goes on and on and on. Today we're going to be looking at why men cheat. My name is Chinenoli and I'm your host for the show. Joining me today to talk about cheating is Cynthia Leo Wangu and Babajide Enjis.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us today. Hello.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. And you both of you look amazing.
Thank you.
And you look ready to tackle this topic.
Absolutely.
Nebele lives in Lagos. She's a businesswoman and she says, hello Metrowoman, thank you for all you do. Thank you too for watching. She says her husband is a serial cheat. That's the topic of the email here. My husband is a serial cheat. We have been married for 7 years. And the only reason I haven't left him is because of my children. I don't want any other woman coming into the home, and I don't want my kids to have a step mom. Now she says, what can I do about my husband's cheating? Is there a way, she can change it? So what happens usually is when we get these questions, we actually get to call them. So when you're sending in your questions, send us a number so that we can call and get, the proper perspective so that we know we're really addressing the issues. We felt this question was a bit too general. So when we called her, she explained that yes, they had been married for over 7 years and her husband had been serially cheating from the first day they got married. She has done everything she knows how to do, including making sure that she has lost weight for him. She has just tried. She feels that she's giving her best to the relationship, but then he's still cheating on her and she feels devastated. So Cynthia, let's start with you. What advice can we give Ebele?
Okay, when you read the question,
yes,
I didn't see anywhere she mentioned about herself. So I'll ask Ebele, how are you doing? I hear mention of, I don't want to leave because of my children.
Yes.
I don't want them to come into my home. How do I change him?
Yeah.
There's no mention of Ebele herself. Most times we get into marriage and we lose ourselves. So I'm asking, how is she doing? Because there's no question or there's no emphasis on how she's doing. Of course she's not doing well, but she's trying to fix everybody. Trying to make sure everybody is fine. How do you change him? You can't change someone. If he wants to change, he'll make that decision himself. So yes, I'm sure she felt it was her fault. That's a typical woman thing. When a man cheats, at times our parents might say, what did you do? You should stay there. Maybe you did something wrong. Maybe you should try and lose weight. Maybe you should try and look pretty. We've seen women that are pretty, stunning. And when you see the person, even the cheating is, when you see the person the man is cheating with, you want to wonder what's happening. Because the woman is elegant. And at times they do it with a maid or somebody you wonder, are we okay? So I would say, first of all, how is she doing? I don't think you can change a man. If a man wants to change, it's a decision he has to make. And cheating is a choice. He made the choice. And if you love someone, you think of how the person is going to feel. So I think, first of all, what Ebele should do is step back and think of herself. Because she's more of a mother and a wife. She isn't thinking about herself as a person. So do some reflection on yourself. You will be able to tell yourself the truth. What if one day he comes home and he doesn't need you in the house anymore? So I think she should think about herself first. And what would she do? She's done it already.
So thank you for that, Cynthia. So now you're saying the focus should be on Ebele, on the woman. And what I like about this question is the fact that right now there's so many women going through this. But now over to you, Babajide. We know that men and women cheat.
Absolutely.
But statistics show that men at the higher percentage come from men cheating.
They are the entitled cheaters.
They are the entitled cheaters. That's what you call them.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell us what your experience has been, coaching and being a relationship coach to men, from the conversations that you've heard, why do men cheat so much?
Yeah, men cheat because the society, firstly, the
Allows
society oblige them.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a soft landing for men when they cheat, unlike the women. When women cheat is a different ball game. It's unforgiving for most men. So when you do things when there's no, almost non-existent consequence for it, you keep doing it. So that's one thing about cheating.
Yeah.
Talking from the standpoint of someone who used to cheat, myself, and presently I don't cheat anymore for years
You
now.
have repented.
Yeah. So it shows you that
It's something you can stop.
it's something you can stop if you're intentional about it. But the point is, most people want to eat their cake and have it. I
I've
don't.
heard some men say, for example, I love my wife, but I still cheat on her. How could you love somebody and violate the terms of the contracts that you have with the person?
Because most men have a flawed understanding of love. They feel love is when I'm responsible, when I'm caring at home, and I'm doing something outside that's hurting you. So whatever I'm doing outside stays outside. So far, I'm doing my responsibility in my marriage. Most of them feel like I love her. Okay, let's go back to to God, the origin of love. I believe the greatest verse in the Bible is love your neighbor as yourself, the way you love yourself. So ask yourself as a man, how will you take it if your woman is cheating on you? Are you going to accept that? So you have to pinch yourself first before pinching the person you claim you love.
So
Like
for
I
a
said-
better husband,
So like I said,
Yeah.
that's not love. You can't say you love someone and cheat on
and still
them.
cheat on the person.
It's just a flawed definition of love.
Now, one of the reasons why all of these questions are important for us is because on this show, we're very passionate about women, and we think that there's so much that women can do, can accomplish, but these are some of the issues that hold them back. Because Abele says it has affected her business, it has affected her health. No, so for a woman, Cynthia, who is in this kind of scenario, her health is being affected, her business is being affected, she's embarrassed, she feels discouraged, she's unhappy. What would you advise her to do? First, you said, think about your well-being, but what's the next step? Where does she go from there? Especially if he's unrepentant.
It's a personal decision she has to make. Yeah, it's a two-way thing. Is she going to leave? Is she going to stay? So if she's leaving, it's a choice. Because we're in Nigeria and we have religious beliefs and what we hold on to. So if she's going to stay, can she deal with it? You know, you mentioned that he's a serial cheater.
Yes,
So he's
he
doing
is.
it, maybe he had even gone to her friends.
And he can't help himself, apparently, if he's a serial cheater.
Then we come to ask, I don't want to go into him because you can't change him. Is he a Christian? What does he believe in? Or does he know that it's hurting her? Or he doesn't care? Or is he doing
What
it
if he
intentionally?
can't help himself?
Why can't he help himself?
So, Babajide, I'm bringing the next question to you right now.
Okay.
For a man who says, I'm a serial cheat because of the way I was brought up. So, for example, maybe he grew up in a polygamous setting where his father had a lot of wives. And he says, I can't help myself. Do you think that is a valid enough reason? And how can he be helped?
You can't help somebody that is not ready to be helped. Yeah, it's like your health. If you're doing something very wrong to your health, maybe smoking, and the doctor prescribes some drug to you, and they're like, okay, for the sake of non-recurrence of this particular disease, you should desist from smoking until you do your part. No matter the level of prescription they are giving you, no matter the amount of drug you're swallowing, the disease will keep showing up.
So it boils down to this.
It boils down to the
Yeah.
individual, the adults, until you wake up one day and you're like, I'm hurting this person I love. You see, most people in marriage, they are not really concerned about the marriage itself. They are concerned about the dividend of marriage. Most women in the, okay, like this woman now, in the email, she said, children's are dividend of marriage. Marriage is between two.
Yeah, like Cynthia said, what about you?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. What about yourself? Your happiness? Are you just enduring for society to say, "Oh, she's a married woman"?
Well, you know, to point in, women like that are those that portray perfect marriage on social media, outside. So at times, it's more about the perfect picture. What will people say?
And most of the time, they try to justify the whole thing. They try to justify or validate their misery. They keep telling people, "Oh, men cheat." So they will be like, they feel the sense of, I'm not doing this alone, with plenty inside.
This is something everybody
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you also think that maybe men have not been met with the consequences of their action? If, for example, it was men cheating now. I don't want to sound like a feminist to just keep saying men cheat, because we have acknowledged that women cheat, but we also acknowledge that they are probably more intelligent because, you know, the consequences are harder on them. So men can cheat at random and really don't care about the consequences. But do you feel that if they were called to accountability, either maybe their wives or just somebody punishing them or calling them out for that,
in as much as I don't even have a statistic to back this up, but let me say 40% of women cheating out there is as a result of their partner cheating on them. So most of them, they try to revenge. Most of them, they try to live their life. Oh, I've been abandoned. Let me live my life too. So if we can checkmate men, 40% of cheating from women
will actually
Well,
automatically.
you know, you're talking about what punishment can we do, I don't think that's going to work, because I will look at a simple example of you catch an armed robber, you put him in jail for like 10 years. He comes back and you hear on news that this person was just released a week ago and he was caught on that. So it's not about the punishment you give to them. So it's first of all from their mindset. A man will tell you, he mentioned that he cheats before, then he made up his mind. Maybe he met a woman that stole his heart. Or he just sat down and like, what am I doing? Cheating is hard. It's a lot of work. How would you remember the name? What would you know what to say? So they are really smart.
It's more expensive.
Yeah, it's even more expensive. So I think because a man cannot even stand when a woman is cheating.
To me, I ask myself, why cheating? And I realized it was due to pressure. Friends cheating around me, the lifestyle they're living. So I don't want to feel left out. I want to follow the tide, and this thing is not meant for me. This is stressful. I'm hurting the woman I love. I'm doing all these things. It's not comfortable. It's killing.
Stories. You absolutely have to keep different stories.
Yes, you forget.
Different profile, different women. You want to be investing in your ego. The more women you conquer, the more good you feel about yourself. That's the mind conditioning of most men.
And you know, I would say women, we have given the men the license to do in a bit. Because, you know, at times when I hear of relationship these days, I'm like, am I old school? You see where a woman is comfortable with the fact that there are 3 ladies dating one man, and she'll tell you, I'm going to be the one to win. I'm going to be the one to get married.
Absolutely.
To him. When you get married to him, what next? You keep dealing with things like this.
When I'm teaching ladies in relationship, they feel like most of them like, you're too harsh. You're
old school or something.
Not even old school. I'm being too unrealistic.
So in other words, they are taking it as normal.
It's a normal thing.
I'm telling you.
We have to fight for the man.
And the more you try to give them soft landing for the wrong thing they're doing, our children will suffer for it.
Because there are no examples.
No.
They will suffer for it. It's as bad as men cheat authoritatively. They even do some girlfriend and another girl, and they're comfortable with it. You see, most of those ladies, they know before marriage. 90% of them, they are aware.
Absolutely. So right now, what will we tell that single girl who says, I've seen all the signs that this man is going to cheat on me, but he loves me, he takes care of me, and what I'm telling you now is the mindset of a lot of young people. Now, Cynthia, the question is, a lot of women get carried away from the beginning, right? And right now, we're dealing with a married woman who is looking for a cure. But then there are single girls out there, like we just discussed, who are walking into traps. They're walking into this thing. She sees this man, he has money, he has the things that she wants, but then she can see all the signs. How would you advise a single girl in, dealing with, and how should she identify a cheat?
Okay, so the first part of the question that said she has seen the signs,
yes,
but he has everything she wants.
Yes.
So she's made a choice already. She wants the material things, and she's shoving away the emotional prosperity or the peace of mind. Because to me, my attraction to marriage was peace of mind. So if she says she knows he's cheating, meaning, can she deal with it?
Okay, so for a girl who is naive enough not to see the signs, what signs should she look at?
I do not agree with you that she didn't see the signs. Except he's super slick. Yes, we have some, but I would say it's a little percent. At times, we see the signs, but most times, we women are more like it's a competition. I'll be the one to win at the end. I'm the main chick. I'm the one he loves more. I go to his house 4 times a week. The girl can stay 2 times a week. So I'm the one. I want to get married. I'm the one winning.
Yeah.
He loves me more. Then when he proposes, oh, I won.
But then, I want to ask a question to both of you. Isn't it possible that she fell in love head over heels with this man so much that she didn't see it? Well, I've fallen in love. You know the feeling of totally and absolutely loving someone. And then you're married. So after marriage, you're like,
No, I would say I didn't tell myself the truth.
Yeah.
Before you got married, she didn't tell herself the truth. There are some things she told herself were fine. No,
So she actually saw
She saw something, saw some signs. She just felt, I will change him, or it doesn't matter. He loves me. He will change.
God gave women a very special gift, and that's the gift of intuition.
Yes.
You will see it. You will know. Unless you don't want to see, unless you don't want to see.
So in other words, she can't change him. Is there no changing for the serial cheater?
Yeah,
it's
beyond that. The reality of marriage, infidelity in marriage is this. The man changing is not in the wife's hand anymore.
No, it's when he wants to change.
That's the reality.
Even if his wife takes him for therapy?
Is he willing?
No. You can't force somebody to go for therapy. If I want to go to therapy now, that means I'm ready to follow the recommendation and prescription of the therapy.
Yeah.
So it's not about going to therapy. It's about my intentionality. Am I willing? There are 2 phases in romance: the prevention and the cure. Marriage is the cure. Preventing HIV is easier. Maintaining the disease itself is hard.
Yeah.
So I always tell these ladies dating now, most of them are time bombs. They just want to enjoy, they just want to have sex, they just want to go to parties, they just want to show couples goals on Instagram, on Facebook, you see what they are prioritizing. Tell them to call for coaching. They won't. They would rather go and buy shawarma with their money than pay you 5,000 to sit with them. I'm telling you the reality.
The relationship is not, there's a real relationship they know indoor, and when they are telling their friends or tell you about the relationship, so they tell themselves a different profile of their relationship, but the real relationship is not what, but they are fine.
Most of them are maintaining lopsided sense of running relationship. They don't know what is right. And that's why you see these marriages we have today, they can't endure over more than 5 years.
And that's why the divorce rate
has
increased.
Because whatever you're condoning now in relationship,
you have to get ready for
it's going to get worse in marriage. And loneliness, frustration, abuse, it hits differently in marriage because there's no way to escape.
Yes,
unlike relationship, I'm going to our house. No, this is your house now.
And when children come in?
That's even worse.
Yeah.
So Cynthia, what is your advice for single ladies out there to help them not only identify serial cheats, but so that they don't get into these kinds of relationships?
Okay, I would say we should go back to being a bit more traditional. I would use the word a bit more old school, values. What did we used to look at in a relationship? Not, is he on social media? Is he flashy? Is it the kind of man that I can put on my DP? Does my friends approve him? When I stand with him and I post it, how many likes do we have? Those should not be what you look at. It should be more traditional. And when you see he's cheating, are you ready to deal with it? We should go past, we are 3, I'm going to win. It's not a competition.
Yeah.
Because when you're in the marriage, you are alone. you're going to deal with it alone. Everybody liking your picture will not be there to help you then. The 3 ladies or how many people you thought you defeated won't be there. They might be happily married. So we should be able to tell ourselves the truth to walk out of a relationship that is not giving you happiness. Women, I was sharing to friends, I said, when a man is cheating, we feel this pain. We know, every woman can identify with that pain when you are hurting, a man is hurting you. And we, like what he said, women, we are blessed with that intuition. We know. You know, when something is going wrong, we have that feeling. So trust it. That time might just be you being over suspicious.
Yeah.
If you check it and it's true, make the right call. So you don't have
all of our
heartbreaking. We don't have so many abele in the future, and we are happy.
Yeah.
I think every woman's goal should be that you have a happy marriage. You're not staying because of your children. You're staying because being married, you can still be married and love your children and love your husband, and every day you still find your husband as a boyfriend, and you're still happy, and you're not there because of the children, the house, the company we built, the money we had. I don't want any woman to come and enjoy the fruits of my labor. You are there because I'm happy. I'm enjoying my marriage.
And I'm fulfilling
purpose. That should be the goal. I'm fulfilling purpose.
Mr. Babajide, your advice to these married women who are currently stuck in this situation. Should she leave? Should she stay back because of the kids? If she has to stay back, how should she process all of what's going through her mind right now?
If she's going to stay back, I would advise she get selfish by herself. Be selfish with her peace of mind and mental health. Attend to the man, see the man like a roomie, because at the end of the day, she needs to protect herself. Sleeping with the man during cheating is even dangerous for her. Because of
diseases and all of that.
There are worse cases of women out there that they have this kind of husband and they don't even have a means of livelihood. And that's a double jeopardy.
What happened to her business? Put yourself into your business.
So immerse yourself in business, but it's just that it's hard to advise people to stay in marriage and just kill their emotional self. It's hard.
It's a difficult
thing. It is a difficult thing because you see people in marriage every day and you're just like, God, why? And you at the point in time, you get to that breaking point of, I can't continue faking this.
Yeah, and if I can't change...
In the Western world, it's easier for them. When cheating arises like that and they don't know how to fix this, they just divorce. In my own book of analysis, I classified cheats into 2. The intentional cheat, the committed one, is a lifestyle, and they have friends too with the same kind of lifestyle, and the circumstantial cheats. The one that they never thought one day they would be cheating, a situation put them in that situation. So for Ebele now, the husband is an intentional cheat. He has always been a cheat from day one of their marriage. That means he has been a cheat from relationship. I will tell Ebele to pray. Pray, war room prayers, because she saw it and she felt she would be able to cope. Like other women, they always feel like, I will cope. He will grow out, he will outgrow it.
Change. I will change him.
And you know, marriage comes with see finish, and it gets worse for the man. So let her pray. Let her keep praying for the husband to encounter something beyond him out there. That's the only solution, or she leaves with the kids. That's another solution. That's another option. The changing of the man is not in her hands, it's in the husband's hands. Tell God to touch his heart. For the single ladies out there, I always tell them, you are in a golden phase. This phase is not the phase to have marathon sex. You see rubbish they sell around is about sex. You rarely see people selling books on how to better them in romantic intelligence. No, sex, kayamanta, that's what they are selling, because they feel that is what relationship is all about. See our young men, average young men in Lagos is a Yahoo boy. Average girls out there just want to sleep with men for financial gains and security. Why? Until we stand as a person individually and say, I want the whole package. Yeah, I want the whole package. It's not all about the money. Your commitment, being faithful to me, the integrity you're bringing to the table. Until we start doing that, during relationship, you still have a long way to go.
Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much. We have had such an eye-opening discussion on cheating. And Ebele, what we're going to do for you is we're going to offer you a free therapy session. So if you're able to convince your husband to come for therapy, we're glad to offer that to you. And if you're a woman out there who has found herself in this situation where you're being cheated on or you're in a sad, unhappy relationship, there's a phone line right now on the screen, and then you can contact us with the email address as well, and we will be glad to reach out to you and help you. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Thank you for all the lessons learned. This has really been eye-opening. And for single girls, I hope you heard everything that was said here. You can't change the man. He'll have to make the choice, right? Thank you once again for joining us today. I will see you same time next week. This is Chine Noli from Metrowoman. Thank you for watching. God bless you.